A very good morning to all of you, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Aditya Iyer. I'm the co-founder of NeoTrader, and I'm really excited to be coming back today for yet another live market analysis session on YouTube Live. Yes, so without any further delay, let me start the session. So please help me out, guys. Please hit yes on the chat if you can hear my voice clearly, and please hit yes on the chat if you can see my screen. If both of these are visible, you can quickly just confirm on the chat and we can begin with today's session. I can see Suresh is in, Shantanu Patra, good morning. Soumya Julu, good morning. Nice, thank you. Please just confirm once on the chat and we can begin. So the format that we'll follow today would be the same. We will first analyze the Nifty, Bank Nifty. Next, we will look to create a watch list of stocks for today, and after that we will get into the live market and analyze the market live. All right, that is great. Thank you Jay Kumar, thank you Clinton, thank you Sangamesh, Arjun Patel, thank you all of you. Okay, so quickly now if I have one look at the SGX, I find that the SGX is pretty much flat today. 47 points, 50 points it says, and it's a very small body here. If I go down to the intraday charts as well, I don't see too much action on the SGX. So most probably what we are going to see today may be a flat open. Traders have totally gotten squeezed yesterday because yesterday's rally was a complete trap. Yeah, and I discussed this also in my yesterday's live session, like how the overarching theme continues to be bearish, right? And amongst that, I find that the Bank Nifty seems far weaker than the Nifty. And even if I go into the component stocks of the Bank Nifty and the Nifty, I find that the Bank Nifty components are showing a higher level of weakness, right? And if this weakness is going to continue, then we can expect more declines in our Bank Nifty, right? If as far as the Nifty is concerned, the SGX is super flat, so I don't think it is going to drive the trend. So we might have to wait for the market to open. And even yesterday, the Nifty didn't really do much, so it could be possible that we will have to expect some stock specific action today, and we might also have to pay close attention to the high component stocks, both of the Nifty and the Bank Nifty, for us to gauge the direction. All right, so one thing I noticed was I was just looking and studying the option data, and what I find was that the tilt more or less is on the bearish side, because I did not see any put additions in the nearby strikes. So when I had a look at the data, it is very clear that our OI concentration is at 15,500 both on the call and the put side, right? And max pain definitely is at 15,700. But 15,500 is going to be a big bone of contention today, right? And between the two, what is more likely is that the put holders, right, will be the one who might let go, let go first. Because if I see the next line of defense for the put, it's at 14,500 and at 14,000, right? These are a little far away, and these might be plays for the monthly expiry and cannot be a play for today's weekly expiry, right? So that is that on the option data. And similarly, when I have a look at the Bank Nifty OI data, also 32,500 seems to be an important zone. So if I look at the chart of the Bank Nifty, I think 32,500, where the concentration is, will be a very important zone for us to see. Okay, and I have, of course, we will go into the daily and the hourly charts of the Nifty and Bank Nifty and analyze further. But overall, this is what we can expect. All right. So let me now go into the Nifty and Bank Nifty chart and do a very quick analysis of what to expect. So on our daily chart, nothing much here. We got a negative reaction after yesterday's false rise. Our RSI has taken resistance at 40 and come down, and the trend as such is still negative, so nothing much for us to see on the daily charts. The only thing that I can notice here would be our resistance level on our gap zone. So both these gap zones that you're seeing here on the daily chart are going to act as resistances, and it is acted as a resistances for quite some time now, right? Over here. So yeah, so if the Nifty has to rally, it is going to face resistance at these two levels that you are going to see, which is 15975 to 16194, right? So approximately, between 16,200 range, that range, it might see some sort of resistance on the daily chart. If I drill down and go into the 30-minute chart, I find that these levels still are pretty far away, and we have much closer levels here. If I look that on the, let me zoom in a little more and make this full screen. Okay. So from an intraday perspective, I think what is more relevant will be the level here of 15,500 level. Okay, and also please, if you guys remember, I also spoke about how 15,500 is becoming an important level for OI concentration also. So both of these levels are going to be important. Wait, let me just do this. Okay, तो ये वाला zone जो है, the first one is 15,500, 15,550, and the second one is around 15,620. ठीक है, तो 15,500 से लेके 15,620 तक ये जो gap area है, ये gap area में we can face some sort of resistance. And if I have to look at support for the Nifty, I will place my support somewhere over here at 15,380 levels. Okay, at 15,380, and if I want to sort of say maybe make it a little more, ये मैं कहाँ पे डालूँ इसको, little more. Okay, so basically 15,370 to 15,380 के बीच में there is like one round of support, and the next one will come at the swing low, which is around here. ये जो हमारा swing low है at 15,200 levels. So these will be our levels for the Nifty. So if the Nifty is going to mostly open flat, if it sort of opens flat and it sort of moves up, it is going to take resistance in this zone over here. I hope I am just zooming in. आप लोग को कुछ screenshot या कोई levels note down करना है तो please do it quickly. ठीक है, ये मैंने zoom करके रखा है यहाँ पे. You all can take note of these levels very soon. Okay, so it is pretty clear what your levels are, right? इसके बाद we will also go and check out our Ichimoku and our pivot levels to get some more idea of what is to be done. But अभी के लिए ये वाले levels देख लो. Okay, so the next if you guys want me to do it, ये वाले chart में also does the same, so it doesn't really matter. Okay, next let me go to the stock analyzer page. In the stock analyzer page for the Nifty, what I find that the Nifty is more or less neutral. Okay, so we are having a neutral sentiment on the Nifty, and okay, so I need to keep my disclaimer on. So just give me 1 second. I need to turn this disclaimer on all my screens, and I will just continue. Okay, yeah. Okay, here we go. So yes, we are neutral on the Nifty and on the Nifty when it comes to our momentum reading on the stock analyzer page, right? I am looking at my Ichimoku bear score of 28, which is nothing, nothing conclusive. My bull score is 0, which is clearly indicating that there are no bulls over here. Okay, and So let me scroll down and see what I find. I see that the pivot also is at 15230 level. Okay, and we saw that 15200 के आसपास हमारा swing low है. Pivot also was at 15230. So clearly that zone is going to act like a support for today. So 15200 to 15230. If I move up, I see that my R1 is at 15607. Okay, 15607 में मेरा R1 है. So let me go to the chart and see where that comes. And if I see my second level over here, okay, it is somewhere 15620 is the top of this gap zone also. So my R1 level also is coinciding with the top of that resistance. Okay, so clearly for the bulls to take hold, the R1 of the day has to be crossed, which is also this gap. If R1 is crossed, then we can conclude that the bulls are back, right? But we will have to sort of we can't make that claim now because the expectation is that of bearishness. So we will have to first wait for the market to open, then we will have to analyze the market breadth, and only then we will be able to estimate whether that will happen or not happen, right? And on the lower end, the first support is here around 15370. उसके नीचे हम लोग अगर गए तो 15230 के आसपास और 15200 to 15230. 15200 is the swing low of March, 15230 is our pivot level. तो वो जोन में एक और support आएगा, ठीक है? So these are the two levels on the downside, and I have given you the level on the upside. The upside level is going to be R1 at 6. Okay. So I hope I have been abundantly clear on the Nifty, right? And I hope all of you all have taken note of all the levels that I have that I've said. It's pretty straightforward what is going to happen. Okay, it'll either go up or it'll either go down. The chances of it going up is low today. So जो नीचे के levels है तो उस पे हम लोग पहले से ही ready होके बैठ जाते हैं, ठीक है? The same thing now let us see for the Bank Nifty. 32,500 का लेवल के बारे में मैंने आप लोग को बोला था earlier. And if I see that ये वाला जो former low area जो है of these two close and this particular shadow here is coming at 32,500. So it is like a it's like a swing low as well, and the option data also is suggesting this. And if I look at the top end of this gap zone here, ठीक है, ये वाला जो gap था, if I'm taking this gap level, it has been tested once, twice, and all of these small body candles are here. So ये एक और है, तो 32,800 के आसपास. So around right now where the Bank Nifty is trading, it is trading at its very crucial support area. Right, if that breaks, then 32,000 will be the next support. The resistance, the first one will be here, and the next one is going to be over here. Okay, I'm not even looking at those levels on top. If I have to look at those levels on top, that is the level. ये like यहाँ पे एक level आ रहा है और यहाँ पे एक level आ रहा है, which is around 34,000 and 34,500. So 34,000, 34,500 ka levels are is what is coming, yeah. But I don't think those levels are going to be challenged today, right? The levels that we are really going to focus today are going to be our 33,100 and 33,200 levels here on the top. We are currently at support, and once that breaks, then 32,500 is the next thing. Okay, so I hope all of you are taking note of all of these levels. If you don't, then don't worry, we can go to the stock analyzer and we can see, and if I go to the stock analyzer and let me write Bank Nifty and say go. And when I look at the Bank Nifty, what do I see? ये refresh क्यों नहीं हो रहा है ये? Let me check. Okay, for some reason I'm not getting the data of the Nifty Bank Nifty right now. So let us see that after the market opens. Anyway, I have marked out all the zones here on the chart. What you people can do is you all can just zoom in and see. But remember 32,500 in the Bank Nifty, and on the Nifty you will remember your R1 level on the top, and our sort of 15,370 to 380 will be there, and uske niche will be 15,205. All right, so all of these things are what we need to remember on the index. So I hope all of you all have taken note of this. If you guys have any more levels that you are seeing on the Nifty that I have not seen, please mention on the chat. All right, I would like to know if you guys have seen something that I have missed, then please write on the chat. I'll be happy to sort of do. Okay. All right. So the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to go and I'm going to create a watch list. So I have already gone and created my watch list. Okay. So both my bearish and bullish watch list I have already created, because I don't think we will have too much time to create it now. तो मैंने advances बना के रख दिया है. So what I've used is that there was like one thing I've used is that in my watch list, I think many of you have come and asked me questions that आजकल what is happening is हमारा जो bearish में है बहुत सारे stocks आ रहे हैं, bullish में बहुत ही कम stocks आ रहे हैं. What do I do? Because whenever I choose bearish, I'm getting so many stocks. So like what you need to do now is you need to tighten the conditions. ठीक है. So what अभी क्या है, अभी हम इचिमोकु में CS rank 1 देखते थे पहले, we would get a few stocks. अभी क्या है, because the trend has become so negative, if we go to Ichimoku and look for CS rank 1 stocks in bearish, we'll get many more stocks. So you combine that with the score, जिसका score highest है वो वाला stock add कर दो watch list में, या आप वो combine with TSKS, TSKS का ये वाला recent cross से combine कर दो. You go to your RSI page and look at daily, weekly, monthly, all three. ठीक है. So all of that things you need to do. I went to RSI page and I looked for the ones with the maximum number of red dots. I went to ADX page and looked at the stocks with maximum red dots. वो वाले सब मैंने ले लिया. तो थोड़ा we have to start getting more creative along with the market. क्या है ना, market is very dynamic. The market is not going to remain same. तो जो हमारा भी जो approach है, हमारा भी जो process है, हमको उसे ठीक करना पड़ेगा. तो let me show you what all is there in my watch list for today. मैंने कुछ 10 ये है रेन, so they are mainly like metal stocks. Okay. Rain Industries, Tata Steel, Shree Cement, Jindal Steel, UPL, Muthoot Fin, VDL Sales, Chambal Fertilizer. All of these items are here in my watch list. So some 10 stocks in my bearish list, and मैंने अपना bullish list में using RSI I have found some stocks, and there are only around 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stocks. ये 5 stock ही मिला मेरे को on the basis of RSI that I have used on my for bullish. ठीक है. So these are the two things I will use. All right. For so broadly these 10 stocks and these 5 stocks is what I'm going to pay attention to in the market. इसमें कोई signal आया तो मैं conviction for the trade will be much higher. इसमें अगर signal नहीं आया तो भी it is okay, and I want to be ready with my rolling ticker today even before the market opens, right? So I'm going to open like one instance for the, so basically what I'm doing is I'm just setting up my alerts for the day. एक मुझे रखना है only for my index, ठीक है. एक मेरे को रखना है फॉर द होल, ओनली फॉर माई वॉच लिस्ट, ऑलराइट, और एक एंड one instance I'll keep open for the entire NIFTY FNO universe. So what I'm seeing here, I will be getting signals for all stocks in the NIFTY FNO universe, right? तो वो मेरे को मिलेगा यहाँ पे. If I go to my next one, I'm going to go and I'm going to change this to my watch list. So I'll only see stuff coming here from my watch list, and I'm going to go here and keep this on index, right? So I'm only going to get signals on the Nifty and Bank Nifty over here. So अभी I'm clear what I'm seeing. मेरे को यहाँ वहाँ थोड़ा अभी भटकने का ज़रूरत नहीं है. I will just add all of this and I will just see, and I'm going to take some time to do this. Okay, potential reversal. Yes, another stocks that are in potential reversal. Let us see. I found that ये जो iPro है, ICICI Pro, it has come, it is shown as a potential reversal again. Okay, so let us be a little ready with that potential reversal stocks also, in case अपने को आज ना, if we have to take any sort of bullish trade or any sort of trade on the long side, I would want to do it in a stock that is showing reversal. Okay, and as per this, only 3 stocks I can find that is showing reversal. That is iPro, Page Industry, and VDL. So let us go into the charts of all of these stocks very quickly and see what is happening. Okay, first I'm going to go to the daily chart. Of VDL. The moment I go on the daily chart of VDL, what do I see? I'm seeing that the stock was in pretty much in a downtrend here, right? And I've had 1 and 2 really large body candles, followed by a small body candle here, and another candle that refused to break the low of the earlier candle. Okay, so यहाँ पे maybe it might so happen that the stock might take some respite, थोड़ा break शायद ले लेगा VDL, और अगर break लेके वो turn मारा तो at the open we can think of taking some reversal trade on these stocks. Next I will look at iPro. Again, iPro is it is come and it has rested at another support, and we thought, we were waiting to see if it reverses yesterday. It didn't reverse yesterday. आज अगर reversal आया तो like well and good. So that is the second one. So iPro also we can keep in our radar. मेरे को VDL का reversal थोड़ा doubtful लगता है कि VDL आज हमको follow through देगा, but I like the way this Page Industries looks. Okay, I can see that ये some fall था, fall के नीचे एक hammer pattern type आया, although the shadow, it's too big to be an actual hammer, but it's sort of an hammer pattern here. And if we see a higher close here on Page Industries, maybe we can get some good reversal trade over here. So these 3 stocks will show some decent traction. All right. Okay, any other stock or any other item that you guys are seeing that I'm not seeing? Would you go positionally short below 15,200 or be cautious because market is already oversold? Yeah. Okay, guys, 1 second. I'm just getting a call. I would request you guys. Okay, I'm sorry for that. So I had to attend to a very urgent call. Normally I don't take any call during my live session, but Sometimes some of them are urgent. Anyway, I was reading the message. Would you go positionally short before 15,200? See, ये market पे ना positional trade लेने के लिए it is going to become a little difficult. All right. So you will have to take it by the day. So you can't because the market is very choppy. If you go and have a look at the trade of the Nifty, right? So although positionally, if I have to take a positional trade, I will end up taking a short trade only and not a long trade. But I have to be very careful because the recent trend has been very choppy. अभी ये देखो 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and this is नहीं ये मैंने ये daily chart है. Let me go to hourly chart. Here, so I'm having a very choppy sort of trend, so I need to be a little careful about positional trade. So what, even if you are taking a positional trade, you need to keep like reviewing it by the day. Okay, so many stocks if we discuss. So we have created a watch list, so only take a signal when a stock comes from that watch list. CM Joshi, we created a watch list of 5 stocks in bullish and 10 stocks in bearish. So do not look at any other signal, only look for a signal for a stock that comes from that watch list. All right, so I hope you have taken note of that thing, and we will have to so that is how you will have to do it. You will have to be prepared earlier, and you will have to sort of pick out stocks from the ones that you have shortlisted, and from the 10 stocks, if एक या दो में कुछ आया ट्रेड, सिर्फ एक या दो ट्रेड ले लो, बाकी सब आपको जाने दो. So that is how you can do, and that is how you can sort of shortlist on 1 or 2 stocks. Okay, ठीक है guys, so we are almost at 9:15. The market is about to open now, so let us quickly go to the dashboard and see what is happening. Yeah, let us go to the dashboard and let me see. Let me first refresh my page and let me have a look. Okay, I want in the meantime, I want you guys to go and pay attention to one thing. Go to Cameria and see what is open above H4 and open below L4. वो वाला आप एक टाइम के लिए देख लेना, उसमें काफ़ी अच्छा सिग्नल आ जाता है. Okay, so let us see now. So we are seeing the data from the close. I get Hero MotoCorp, BSoft, HAL, Bajaj Auto, NBCC. ठीक है, so HAL was on my bullish watch list. So HAL seems to be a little see, if anyone wants to see what happened earlier, right, you can just scroll back on the video. ठीक है, जहाँ पे हम लोग है ना, थोड़ा रिवाइंड करो, आपको सब कुछ मिल जाएगा. ठीक है, and when I go on the bottom side, I find Glenmark, I find Oberoi Realty, I find McDowell, I find IDFC. ठीक है, so all of these stocks are the ones that are on the downside. Let me go and let me change this from close to open. So I'm going to change from close to open, and let me see what I find. When I make this open, I see from open also the market is pretty flat. Like we expected that the market will have a flat open only, right? And we are not seeing anything different. Hero MotoCorp is the leader. Honeywell Automation is here. Coforge, right? Granules. Hindalco 1% up today. Past 2 days we've been shorting Hindalco and making money. Okay, but I don't see any sort of sector leader or any market leader over here. So on the bullish side, so let me go down and see what is happening on the bearish end of things. Even on the bearish end, I find that the scenario more or less is flat. Marico, SBI Life, Titan, RBL Bank. I think RBL Bank is in futures ban today. Even Ibul Housing Finance is in futures ban, and Sun TV. ये 3 stock is on the bad list, right? ONGC. Okay, Hind Petro is above H4. Okay, thanks. So we will. So once we complete our that analysis, we will move there. But for the people who are seeing already, please go and check that chart and see what is happening. Reliance below L4. Okay, great. Thank you. And next I will go to the market view. So flat open, and let's see whether any sector is in play. Sangamesh is saying Britannia and Hind Petro and Reliance. Okay, let me go here. I find this whole thing to be flat, so nothing much has come here. Anything has come on my rolling ticker on the Nifty today. आज 22nd है क्या? आज क्या डेट? 22nd ही है ना? नहीं, 23rd है आज. कल 22nd था, तो ये कल का है. So no, nothing. These so no new sort of signal on the Nifty and the Bank Nifty. So I'm adding more signals to see anything come. CPR sell on the Nifty on the नहीं, ये सारा का सारा कल का था, आज का तो कुछ भी नहीं आया है. So आज का none of these have come. So we don't have any fresh signal on the Nifty, Bank Nifty here. The next is going to be my watch list. Yeah, so let me see if I got anything on my watch list, right? From open. इसमें कुछ आया है आज के लिए, nothing today as well. So I think we will have to wait because the market is a little flat. We might have to wait. All right. So I'm just going to be adding my alerts now. So it might just take a couple of minutes. In the meantime, if you people are finding something on the chart or finding some stock, please tell me. Yeah, it'll be useful for me, and it'll be useful for everyone else who are here as well. Okay. All right, so I think the first we got a BB cut on Tata Steel. So our first bearish signal has come on Tata Steel. Tata Steel is also part of our bearish list. So we will go and you can have a look at the chart of Tata Steel. But I want to wait for something more to come in here. So our first signal for the day would be a bearish BB cut on Tata Steel. Anything still we've gotten nothing on the Nifty and the Bank Nifty. Okay. So let us now what we'll do is we will go and we will M&M. Okay, Anand Gokhale says VDL. Okay, VDL was potential reversal. So let us see what was whether anything happened on our VDL chart. Okay, let us go and see what happened on VDL. So let me go here. And let us have a look at the chart of VDL. HAL says previous day high crossed. Okay, wait, let me look at HAL first because HAL was on the top gainer list. तो मैं पहले वो देखता हूँ. So HAL, okay, R1 के ऊपर है, big candle above previous day high. So yes, HAL pretty much is in the positive. So let us wait for some resolution to come on this particular candle in HAL, and we can sort of decide what is to be done here. If we take a long, our R3 is going to be our target, and over here around either day's low or here would be our stop loss. The next is VDL. Let me check out VDL. Yeah. VDL is no, VDL has gone above. It is showing some green, but it will go and take resistance on the CPR. Okay, so I would not have a very good reversal here in VDL क्योंकि देखो सामने ही उसका पूरा CPR खड़ा है यहाँ पे, तो ये बहुत बड़ा रेजिस्टेंस है इसके ऊपर, तो इसमें रिवर्सल आना इज डिफिकल्ट. बट एनीवे वी कैन कीप इट ऑन आवर रेडार फॉर ट्रैकिंग. एनीथिंग एल्स वी गॉट हियर. टाटा स्टील देखते हैं वापस. टाटा स्टील Tata Steel also, it has opened and it is showing us some sideways movement, although there is resistance on top. If it is going to break S1 and previous day low, we might get a CPR level 1 trade on this. Let us look at the Nifty now. What happened to the Nifty here, and with respect to the chart that we drew, we'll see on the Nifty में क्या हुआ. It is taking support here. It will take resistance at the moving average here. Let me go to 30-minute chart और 5-minute chart देखता हूँ. चलो, ये ऊपर अपना रेजिस्टेंस है यहाँ पे. So it is moved slightly higher than slightly higher open for both our Nifty. The Bank Nifty has shown an even better open. So let us go. So now our pivot level R1 level was what we had to see for both the Nifty and the Bank Nifty. So R1 level देखते हैं whether it is going to cross. If Bank Nifty is going to cross R1 and it is going to cross previous day high, we might get a level 1 over here. So we can have a look at that if it happens, right? Similarly on the Nifty also, let me go and let me see on the Nifty as well. It is Nifty has a way to go before it hits R1, so we will have to see. Yeah, okay, I can see many more have come on the chat now. Hero Moto looking strong. Yes, Hero Moto was also on my bullish list. The RSI of Hero Moto was positive. So let us look at Hero Moto Corp now and let us see. So Hero Moto, yes, R3 breakout in Hero Moto Corp, definitely you can okay, you can go ahead, right? If we okay, R3 breakout happening here, can definitely go ahead with Hero Moto Corp. Birla Soft, let us check out Birla Soft. So Birla Soft, yes, it is inching lower, but we will have to see it fall a lot more before we can take some sort of query here. And it is between, it is gone above its previous day high and R1, but we will have to wait for some sort of resolution to happen here, and we can before we can look for R3. Let us look at Oberoi Reality. The next one that is coming on the chat is Oberoi Reality. Yeah, Oberoi Reality also. Oberoi Reality is not bad because it is given a pullback to previous day low over here. ये देखो, ये पहले shadow में नीचे गया, फिर it is gone and given a pullback here. It can take resistance here and it can go back down to S3. Okay, TCS. Let us look at TCS. TCS, yes, TCS also, but we can maybe wait for a little bit of pullback to come on TCS before we initiate that trade. Let me go. Jay Kumar says booked profit on Hero Moto Corp. That's awesome, Jay Kumar, great. Let us go and check the chart of Hero. Yeah, so it is continuing to move higher. So excellent, superb trade taken by Jay Kumar and Vinayagam. Both of you guys were able to profit from Hero Moto Corp, which is really good. Yeah. Titan, the next stock that is coming is Titan. So let us have a look at Titan. Okay, so what signal are you seeing on Titan? Please tell me also. Please also tell me when you identify the stock, what signal are you seeing? Anything more that has come here? No, nothing more seems to have come over here. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to make it Nifty FNO and see if I got, okay, Syngene above R1, Persistent above R1, Naukri, Cholafin, TCS above R1, okay, Maruti, LT. All of these stock is Glenmark below S1. Let me go back to the dashboard. Pharma mein I'm seeing some bit of negativity coming in. Auto mein there is little, it's a little positive. Okay, so just Pharma is a little negative, yeah. And yes, CH Srinivas also says book profit in Hero Moto Corp. Superb Srinivas, very good, yeah. Okay. So let us go back now and see anything on our bank nifty has crossed previous day's high. That is great. So we can look at bank nifty as well. It is above its previous day's high, and we wanted it to cross R1 level also. So what is next now? I will look at Glenmark, and I will look at bank nifty. So we are looking at Titan now. Yeah, and Titan, yes, open high, open low. That is good. So let us wait for Titan to become a level 1 trade, and then we can short. If you have already shorted, Arjun, I'm sure that you would be in the money now. If for people who are looking at it right now, you want to take a fresh shot, you wait for it to become a level 1 trade. It'll become a level 1 trade if it breaks this red line. Yeah. So that is when we will see it become level 1. Now let us look at bank nifty. Okay. So yes, bank nifty above R1, going above previous day's high as well. We can look for a target of R3 on bank nifty, which is 33,232, right? That can be our first target now on bank nifty, right? So we can see some bullishness is coming in and some movement coming in on the bank nifty as well. Okay. Okay, Sangamesh. Okay, HAL. Let me check out HAL. Yeah, HAL also was part of our bullish watch list. So if HAL is going to take support over here at R1, and if it's going to stage another move up, we can look for some target to R3 in HAL. So please keep HAL in your radar, guys. Yeah, for a long trade. iPro में कुछ आया reversal. What happened in iPro? Let's see. iPro also, it is stuck between the CPR. It needs to get out of the CPR first. So since iPro is stuck here inside the CPR, we will ignore iPro for now. Yeah. Coromandel. Next stock that is coming. I'm directly taking all the stocks that are coming on the chat, guys. So whatever you guys are writing on the chat, I'm seeing. Coromandel, let it become level 1. Let it break above its previous day high here, and let it come here, and we will enter Coromandel. All right. Tata Motors. Let me go to Tata Motors. What do I see in Tata Motors? Yes, Tata Motors R3 breakout. A good trade can come in Tata Motors now. Yeah. You can look for you can look for an entry here in Tata Motors. This is the first target is done. We can look for the second round of movement in Tata Motors. How do we find our higher targets? We'll just go here and write Tata Motors, and we will see this is in neutral, right? All of these are in neutral, but we can see that it is broken above R3. So R4, 404 will be our first target. So it's a small one. We are already at 402. So here 404, this is going to be our first target on Tata Motors. All right. So your stop loss will be here below your R3 level. So very small 1 year. Okay. So all right. So next that is coming on the chat is Reliance. So let me look at Reliance. What is coming in Reliance? Let me look at Reliance. And like Reliance is again on sell mode between S1 to S2. This the momentum indicator is on sell mode. S3 is 2464. All right. So Reliance looks like it is going to give us some sort of movement here below S1, below previous day's low. If it's going to take resistance here, okay. So what we'll do in Reliance is this, okay. So let us plan our trade in Reliance now properly. ये आएगा नीचे, ये यहाँ पे अगर उसने resistance लिया, और and if we get 2 successive red candles, we can look for a target of S3. But be a little careful in Reliance because our Nifty is moving up. Okay, our Nifty is moving up, so you need to be a little careful. If Reliance takes resistance and Reliance goes down, your Nifty should not ideally break R1, right? It should take Nifty down with it. Okay, so both of these things are related. So ये दोनों को एक साथ आपको देखना पड़ेगा, ठीक है? HDFC Bank level 1 CPR. Let us look at HDFC Bank. Let me write HDFC Bank. HDFC Bank, yes, we will again. You will have to wait for it to show you two green candles. The moment you get two green candles, you can look for a higher level. Okay. Tata Motors has crossed R3. I think we just right now we seem to have analyzed Tata Motors. So we already did that particular analysis, Yogesh. We did R3 cross. We even we've even put the R4 level here as your target. So yes, Tata Motors analysis we've already done, and it has room to go till R4, which is around 404. Okay. So let me go back to my rolling ticker and see if I'm getting anything else. I'm getting a lot of BB cuts, right? But if I'm seeing anything on potential reversal, nothing I think on potential reversal would have come. Yeah. Let me go back now to my dashboard and see whether any sort of change. No change here. And if I go to my home dashboard, I want to see. Okay, so I see that there are far more greens today. So, and I don't see any red, dark red on the dashboard. All of it is in the green, right? I find that Chola Fin is the leader. IDFC First, Jubilant Food, Granules, ABFRL, Hero, IDFC. None of these are market leaders, guys. Remember that. None of these are market leaders. Okay, I'm happy. Vinayagam has also booked profit on Hero Moto. That is great, Vinayagam. Superb. Yeah. Hero Moto was part of our watch list, and Hero Moto was the leader in the morning. And I think on an R3 breakout, Vinayagam has taken the trade, which is excellent. Anand Gokhale says TVS. Okay, TVS also part of our watch list. So let us look at TVS also. And also please mention what signal you're seeing in TVS motor also. वो भी आप एक बार आप mention कीजिए when you're writing on the chat. क्या आ रहा है TVS मोटर पे? TVS मोटर ने भी अच्छा खासा R3 breakout दे दिया. So what we can do is we can wait for a pullback to R3 to initiate a new trade, or else if we have to take a trade here on in TVS, let us go and let us check our figures. ये तो न्यूट्रल में है R3, तो R4 761, ठीक है. तो we have 2 more rupees room at R4 in this TVS motor trade. 761 तक ये यहाँ पे जा सकता है. Glenmark and Muthoot Finance. Okay, let me look at. So if you people, let me now go, since all of you are going, let us look at all the level 1 candidates over here. All right, let us go here, and I'm going to go to this page called CPR page, and the CPR page I'm going to look for all the level 1 candidates, which is Glenmark Pharma. ये तो ऑलरेडी हमारे में रिवर्सल हो गया. ये तो लेवल 1 होके ये रिवर्स हो गया ये ग्लेनमार्क. सो मे बी वी माइट बी अ लिटिल लेट टू टेक द ट्रेड इन ग्लेनमार्क नाउ, अनलेस इट इज गोइंग टू ब्रेक बिलो S3. we can look for a fresh entry at that time. Let us see the next items on level 1. There is Gujarat Gas, there is Muthoot Fin. Okay, Muthoot Fin will be interesting. Let us look at now Muthoot Fin. Muthoot Finance. ये वाला trade will be good, guys, in Muthoot Finance. What we want to see is, I will tell you why. ठीक है, एक पहली बात तो मुथूट फिन इज पार्ट ऑफ आवर वॉच लिस्ट. ओके, इफ आई गो हियर एंड चूज वॉच लिस्ट, मेरे पास इधर मुथूट फिन है. सो ये मेरे लाइक वॉच लिस्ट में था. तो समवन वाज आस्किंग आई वांट वेरी फ्यू ट्रेड, सो लाइक दैट योर वॉच लिस्ट से एक ये है. एक तो ये लेवल 1 में आया, ये बेरिश ऑन डे वीक मंथ, सारे का सारा 3 ग्रीन डॉट है यहाँ पे. ओके, ऑल 3 डॉट्स आर ग्रीन. So it is going to be a very interesting proposition for me, Muthoot Finance. What I want to see is, I will tell you also what I want to see. I want to see it go here and it make some red candle here and one red candle here like this. ठीक है, ये अगर आके ये वाले जो S1 लेवल में आके जब ये रेजिस्टेंस लेगा ना, okay, on both of these places, if it's going to go and take resistance, and if I'm going to see, I will then see a nice lower movement for the stock all the way here to its S3 level. Okay, almost 965. My stop loss can be over here, so this can be my stop loss, this can be my target if this happens. So please pay attention for this to happen. ये हमारा watch list में भी है, ये level 1 में भी है, and ये and ये what do I say, it is also a ये वाला trade. Okay, so this is what you need to see over here. So I hope you people can identify stocks like this. This is a good way to go and identify your stocks from your watch list. All right. So ये watch list में ये आ गया सब कुछ. चलो rolling ticker, anything on Nifty, Bank Nifty? Let us see. Anything more on what else above R1? Bank Nifty above R1, Bank Nifty also above H4. Nice. Previous day cross. So we are seeing some movement there. R3 almost, it will go to R3. So 33 to 36 is our level for Bank Nifty on the top end. IRB, let me look at okay, before that was Maruti. Okay, that is Vijay Bhatia seems to have given a very good reasoning of why we should look at Maruti. And I see that our R3 level has already come in Maruti. That is great, Vijay Bhatia, good one. So if you took it at level 1 here, you already got your target. For the people who want to look at Maruti right now, you can wait for it to break above R3 and you can look for your next trade at R4. So let me look at Maruti now. Yeah. So let me show Maruti. And I can see my next trade in Maruti will be 8036, right? If it is going to break above R3, 8036 can be my next target. All right. So I hope you people can. I hope Vijay Bhatia, you took it at R1 itself, and your reasoning is very good. The reasoning that you picked out is very good. That I'm seeing. Okay, IRB. Let us check out IRB. IRB Infra. See, IRB again, ये बहुत छोटा stock है. I don't, trade much in IRB normally. But ये है अच्छा खासा R3 breakout आया है इसमें, तो you can have a look at IRB Ampal. But I don't. This is not one of the stocks in my trading. In my preferred trading list. तो वो आप देख सकते हो. मुथूट फिन में मेरे को इंटरेस्ट है, मुथूट फिन, क्योंकि मुथूट फिन इज़ अ गुड मूवर एंड उसका सेटअप भी अच्छा है. बट मेरे को ये रेजिस्टेंस आया नहीं है यहाँ पे, तो मेरे को रेजिस्टेंस के लिए वेट करना पड़ेगा इसमें मुथूट फिन में. और क्या है, सेल इज CPR नैरो, VDL वाइड, जिंदाल स्टील, मुथूट फिन, टाटा स्टील, UPL इज ऑल्सो वाइड. UPL में कुछ आया नहीं क्या, कोई नेगेटिव ट्रेड? UPL इज लेवल 3 में ही है. ओके. JK Cement, Sangamesh JK Cement. Let us look at JK Cement now. What is going on in JK Cement? JK Cement is bit neutral P to R1. Okay, so since JK Cement is P to R1, we will have to wait for it to come into our zone. Sangamesh, अभी तो neutrally है वो. We will have to wait for JK Cement to sort of show some movement here. So here we are. Okay, so I want to go and look at wide 7 and narrow 7 right now. So all of these stocks that are in narrow 7 are pretty interesting for me. And like यहाँ से कुछ निकालते हैं अभी. Hind Petro is wide 7. So I hope you people are aware of what is wide 7 and what is narrow 7. If you're not aware, go and read the PDF document of narrow 7 and wide 7. Okay, so these are like the widest CPRs of the past many days, and these are the narrowest CPRs of the past 7 days. Like यहाँ पे I can see that Maruti was there. That is why we've got a very good movement in Maruti, because its CPR was the narrowest of the past 7 days. किसी ने HDFC Bank देखा था. HDFC Bank also is over here. So HDFC Bank can also be our candidate for today. Persistent है इसमें. That is one more item. ठीक है, so Maruti, HDFC Bank and Persistent तीनों भी स्टॉक यहाँ पे है. एंड उसके अलावा भी बहुत सारे स्टॉक्स है, बट आई एम पेइंग अटेंशन टू दीज 3 स्टॉक्स बिकॉज दीज वर द वंस दैट came up on the chat. So maybe we can go and we can have a look at these stocks again. Let me look. Okay, so Muthoot Finance, absolutely no reversal. It is in fact showing a big green candle. See, that is the benefit of not jumping into a trade and doing proper analysis and taking a trade. If all of you all had, without doing analysis, if you had just jumped in, you would have been caught in this up move. But what did we analyze? We analyzed that यहाँ पे दो अगर रेड कैंडल आएगा, ये रेजिस्टेंस लेगा, तो ही हम इस पे एंट्री मानेंगे. ठीक है, हाँ वो आया नहीं एंड हमने नहीं लिया ट्रेड और हम बच के. See, this is how you can avoid the wrong trades. Right? Avoiding wrong trades is more important than taking the right trades. Right? By doing this particular analysis that we did, we avoided getting into a wrong trade completely. Right? And as long, I have told you this many times, as long as you're going to avoid the wrong trades, right, आपको तो correct trade तो मिलेगा ही मिलेगा आपको, and आपको उसमें पैसा बनना ही है. But if you stop making loss, if you stop yourself from losing money by entering like this wrong trade, no, that is what will help you boost your capital in a big way. Okay, all right, so let's go back now to Nifty and see what is happening on the Nifty. Nifty has crossed R1. If Nifty has crossed R1, Reliance B also would have moved up. So let us look at Reliance. Yes, the Reliance also moved above its ये इसके ऊपर चले गया. What did I say? For this particular trade to work, it had to take resistance here, and Nifty also did not have to move above R1. That is what we discussed. It did not take resistance here. It actually it had already moved up here, and at the same time Nifty also has broken and gone above R1 and gone above previous day high as well. And now Reliance also seems to be participating, so we can look for our higher level on the Nifty at around which is our R3 level. All right. Another very important lesson on avoiding wrong trade. Okay, we did not even jump in on that trade in Reliance. Why? Because Nifty was going up, and we wanted to wait for it to show resistance, right? So two things was riding on that one trade of Reliance. Reliance did not show resistance, and Reliance turned and moved up. At the same time, Nifty also broke R1. Reliance has the highest weightage on the Nifty, so if Reliance moves now, there is a high chance that it will carry Nifty all the way to R3. All right. So how to see that more now? How to do even more analysis on that? We will go now to the dashboard and we will start and check the weighted stocks. And before we can do that, I want all of you to go and hit the like button, and all the people here who have not yet subscribed, right, to our channel, hit the subscribe button right now. अभी अभी लिखो subscribe button पे जाके आप subscribe करो. Because only if you hit the subscribe button, you will be able to post on the chat. Right? It's a subscribers only chat. Yes, Mr. Srinivas, I don't know what you're writing. Yeah, on the chat. You will have to be a little more specific than adding. Okay. So again, if I go and look at the dashboard now, I am having 14 stocks in dark green, which again is a indication that the market is looking up. If I go to my Nifty 50, from my 50 stocks, I see that Eicher Motor and Hero MotoCorp are both here on the positive side. The third one is Maruti, Tata Motors. So clearly, today was a day for autos, right? Today, clearly all of them. Yeah, that is the first thing that is coming out. And the next thing that is coming out from here is that when I go down, I am seeing that there is not a single high weight, from my high weighted stocks, only Reliance was in the negative. Now Reliance also has moved to flat. Okay, so Reliance has stopped pulling our Nifty down. Apart from Reliance, there's no other big stock, like high weighted stock, that is pulling it down. So Hindustan Unilever and Infy has also become flat. It's not going to pull it down, right? Bajaj Finance little bit on the positive, HDFC little bit on the positive. Okay, over here, JSW Steel on positive, and all of these other stocks are here. So the entire built up now is supporting and move to R3 for the for our Nifty. Okay, and let us go and look at the Bank Nifty now. If I go and choose Nifty Bank, what do I see? If I choose Nifty Bank, I find AU Bank, right? I can see Anand Gokhale seems to have booked profit in AU Bank already. That is very good, Anand Gokhale, right? AU Bank and IDFC First is a leader, but all the heavy weighted stocks like ICICI, Axis, IndusInd and HDFC Bank are all seem to be participating on the rise, right? So because all of these are participating on the rise, we can continue to see that it can be positive. Okay, already Bank Nifty has moved up how R3 as well and is moving towards R4 now. So an up move in the Bank Nifty for us today. Let me look at Maruti. Yes, I am seeing a move above R3, an R3 breakout on Maruti. So I can look for an R4 level now on Maruti since it's broken above. We already established that our auto sector is positive, right? And if I go here, I find this is strong buy, and R4 is my target. 8036. Okay, 8036 can be my target here. Here I have room to go up to here in Maruti. So if any one of you are looking to initiate longs in Maruti, you can do it for 8036, and your stop loss would be here. So let me just place the position now. Long position. If we initiate a long position now on Maruti, yes, long position here, and it would be our target would all be all the way here, and our stop loss would be somewhere over here. So we are getting a good risk reward of 1.35 times, right? Our profit is almost close to 1%, right? And around 70 bips is going to be our stop loss. So it's going to be a low risk trade, a small stop loss, higher target, and it can be like a quick trade for all of you who are interested here. So you can look for Maruti here. Okay, like Vinayagam has booked profit on Bharati as well. Vinayagam is extremely prolific in his trading, very good, but booking profits back to back, superb. right? That is what is needed. For people who want to wait, you can sort of wait for a pullback also. Suppose if you can wait for a pullback at R3, and maybe here if you take, you will have a much higher sort of, you can get like a better entry also if you want to wait for a pullback. But for the people who want to initiate here, you can wait for maybe 2 more minutes to see how this particular candle closes, and you can initiate long in Maruti. Let us look at Hero now. Next stock that we will look at is Hero Moto Corp. Hero Moto Corp has moved up and it is sort of moving little sideways now, so we will have to wait on Hero Moto Corp. iShares में क्या हो रहा है, iShares देखते हैं. Let's look at iShares Motor. iShares Motor looks pretty strong, broken above its previous day's high, so it is going to go and hit its first target at R3. So level 1 trade has been activated in iShares as we speak. Yes, like Varun says, book profit in Bharti Airtel, right? As it opened near yesterday's closed, and he has mentioned about bull separating lines broke yesterday's range. Okay, let us see what happened in Bharti Airtel. Yes, this is also a pretty good trade to take. The first candle itself, it moved up. Okay, the first candle moved up. It gave a pullback to R3. At this candle, at the close of this candle, would have been a good time to initiate a long in Bharti Airtel, and you can sort of ride this particular trend. So booked small profit in Bajaj Auto. Like Vinayagam is just back to back. Okay, back to back, like relentless. Booked small profit in Bajaj Auto. Now Bajaj Auto seems to have gone up, reverse, taken support at CPR, and it is trying to give a fresh move. So we will have to wait for Bharti Airtel to come and give us a fresh move on the charts. Okay. So yes, I hope all of you people have liked and subscribed this particular video. I hope you all have done that. If you have not done that, please do it right now itself. Okay. If you have not yet liked and subscribed, please do it now. Okay. Anything else from my watch list, from my bullish watch list? Coromandel, BB cut, right? And TVS Motor. Wait, we did see TVS Motor. TVS Motor is showing a score of 3. Let us look at TVS Motor now. मेरे watch list का stock मैंने ही नहीं देखा. TVS Motor R3 breakout. TVS Motor में अभी what we can see is we can again look for pullback to R3 and we can move up, and let us see cam में कुछ आ रहा है इसमें. What is coming in cam area here? Yes, we can. Okay, yes. So we can look for some pullback over here. Like यहाँ पे we will wait for a pullback to come, and if it takes support and shows a fresh move from here, we can look for a fresh long in TVS Motor as well. Okay, and our man is back again. I told you the last time, this is a stock market live stream. It is not for all the things that you are mentioning. Yeah, and you are back again today as well. आपको अगर स्टॉक मार्केट में इंटरेस्ट है तो कुछ आप स्टॉक निकाल के डालिए चैट पे. ये सब क्या डाल रहे हो आप? हाँ, ओके. सो HDFC Life. Okay, what signal are you seeing in HDFC Life? HAL, yes, we had HAL on our radar. Could Rinku Moore has asked HAL. Let me go back to HAL now. HAL हमने देखा था. HAL, no, it is gone and it is taking support now. Like यहाँ पे we wanted to see some follow through action here, but that has not happened. It has gone down to CPR and it will rest now in CPR, and it will take a while to come back up. so we will have to wait in HL. We can't take, we won't take any fresh position now in HAL. Yeah, HDFC Life. Let me look at HDFC Life. HDFC Life looks up. Let us wait for R1 to cross at least. At least let us wait for it to become level 2, and at level 2 we will buy it. Okay. So Atmaram, I'm just going to show you what you need to see in HDFC Life now. What we are seeing in HDFC Life is that it has already given us a level 3 breakout. Okay. And from level 3, we need that to come to level 2. Let us go and let us see here only. ICICI Bank moves. Okay. So what we need to do is we need to see for ICICI Bank from level 3 जो है यहाँ पे we need to wait for it to come to level 2, and from level 2 hopefully it should come to level 1. नहीं, I'm sorry, HDFC Life, not ICICI Bank. HDFC Life. किसी ने chat में ICICI Bank लिख दिया and I got distracted. Okay, so we are looking for HDFC Life. यहाँ पे जाऊँगा तो मुझे HDFC Life यहाँ दिखाई देगा level 3 में. मेरे को अभी उसको वेट करना है यहाँ आने के लिए लेवल 2 में, और लेवल 2 के ऊपर आया तो it can be a buy. That's a bare minimum we need to do. ICICI Bank moves. Let us see ICICI Bank. Yes, R3. Let us wait for a R3 breakout. ठीक है. Now all of you people might be wondering कि यार आप बोल रहे हो stock is moving, मैं आपको बोल रहा हूँ ये इसके लिए वेट करो, इसके लिए वेट करो. Some of you might even think that why wait, but I showed you earlier in the trade of Muthoot Finance, in the trade of Reliance also, and the trade of Nifty also, that how you should wait for your signal. By waiting for our signal, we have avoided the wrong entry. हमने wrong entry पूरा avoid कर लिया, और हमने we got saved from a trade that could potentially hit our stop loss. ठीक है. We avoided loss by doing that. तो अभी wait करना है. It might so happen that आपको एक दो जगह पे थोड़ा late entry मिल जाए after it moved little, but वो इतना छोटा सा extra malai you want to eat, for that it does not make sense to sort of risk your whole trade ना. जब स्टॉप लॉस लगते हैं तो पूरा का पूरा नीचे जाके आपका स्टॉप लॉस लग जाता है, पूरा लॉस हो जाता है. हाँ, सो फॉर जस्ट फॉर इतना स्मॉल आइटम इट डज नॉट मेक सेंस टू वेट फॉर सो मच. ठीक है. हमारा अभी लेट अस गो बैक एंड लेट अस सी फ्रॉम आवर वॉच लिस्ट व्हाट टू डू फ्रॉम द स्टॉक्स ऑफ आवर वॉच लिस्ट. आई एम गोइंग टू गो अप नाउ एंड चूज फर्स्ट माई बुलिश वॉच लिस्ट. एनीथिंग फ्रॉम माई बुलिश वॉच लिस्ट. टीवीएस मोटर लेवल 3 में M&M एंड आईप्रू है. Level 1 में Coromandel and TVS Motor is here. So let me go back to TVS Motor. I wanted to wait for. Yes, I was waiting for it to show up here. This is what we drew here. We are waiting for some sort of pullback to come on TVS Motor. Pullback पे entry लेंगे. But why am I taking entry on pullback? Because I want a better, I want to see, I want a better entry price. If it does not get pullback, if it runs away, I am willing to let it go. It's fine. मेरे को नहीं चाहिए वो ट्रेड, चलेगा मेरे को. 8 points जो happened that यहाँ से बहुत profit दे देगा वो. Yeah, but ये we need to follow a system and we need to follow some sort of framework, और अपने को थोड़ा decision लेके काम करना पड़ेगा. वो decision can be right or wrong, but we need to accept that and move on. All right. Okay. So that is what we need to do now. Nifty also seems to be tiring out a little bit after moving up. BANKNIFTY may also showing some sign of tiredness. Let us go to Maruti. Yeah. What is happening in Maruti? Let's have a look. There is Maruti. I have to, मैंने यहाँ पे वो ट्रेड लगा के रखा था उस पे. Yes, ये ट्रेड हमारा एक्टिवेट हो गया है, and the trade in Maruti very much active, and here our target is here. So Maruti trade in the money and it is going. So yes, let us look at Maruti. We only took like one. We only took this trade on Maruti because a very short trade we wanted. Right. So we waited. We waited for that. You could have taken Maruti over here also, huh? But and I think some of you people already took Maruti here. So this is technically trade number 2 in Maruti. Trade number 1 happened here. First target here. We are going for second target in Maruti too. So round 2 is when we've come in. Now let us go back, and I see Coromandel also showing me level 1. Let me write Coromandel. What is happening in Coromandel from my watch list? Like, so Coromandel is resting here. I would want to see maybe I would want to maybe see some bounce from here. If I get a bounce from here, I can look for a higher target in Coromandel. So what I'm going to look for, not this, sorry, I'm just going to draw it out. I want to look for one green here, and I can look for entry in it here. Otherwise my stop loss either here or here or here, anyone. Okay, you can keep either here. I actually ये वाला ज़्यादा अच्छा है आप लोग को, and ये वाला बेस्ट है, ये वाला इसके नीचे. बट आप लोग को अगर रिस्क एपेटाइट नहीं है तो फिर यहाँ लगा दो. ठीक है, दिस इज व्हाट आई वांट टू सी. ओके, नाउ अगेन ये I am going to move again. अभी you will ask me the same thing now कि why are we not buying. हाँ, हमारे वॉच लिस्ट में भी है, लेवल 1 में भी है, क्यों नहीं खरीद रहे हम लोग अभी. हाँ, खरीदने के लिए तो अभी भी खरीद सकते हैं. there is nothing stopping anyone. बट ये मेरा फ्रेमवर्क है थोड़ा वेट करके लेना. okay? उसमें से मुझे और श्योरिटी मिलता है. मे बी बाई वेटिंग आई मैट एंड अप टेकिंग द ट्रेड ईयर एंड आई मीन नॉट एंड अप टेकिंग द ट्रेड ईयर. वो मेरे को चलेगा. ठीक है, वो मेरे को चलेगा. ठीक है ना, थोड़ा मैंने इतना डिस्टेंस आई सैक्रिफाइस्ड फॉर गेटिंग सम श्योरिटी. ओके, एंड दैट इज व्हाट आई हैव डन. व्हाट नेक्स्ट? बैंक निफ्टी बुक्ड 4K, सुपर्ब. सन फार्मा बुक्ड लेवल 1. डिड आई शो सन फार्मा और नो? मैंने नहीं दिखाया सन फार्मा. चलो अभी देखते सन फार्मा. सन फार्मा देखते हैं व्हाट हैपेंड इन सन फार्मा. सी कोरोमंडल इज रिवर्सिंग, देखा तो उसका है. सन फार्मा भी ये हम लोग वेट करते हैं. लेट्स वेट फॉर अ प्रॉपर ब्रेकआउट अबाउट दिस टू हैपन बिफोर वी एंटर द ट्रेड. रंजन, लेट्स वेट फॉर दैट टू हैपन. श्वेता अरोरा, बट सर मारुति सिग्नल ऑन डैशबोर्ड इज लैप्स्ड. नहीं, वो अलग है ना. वो वाले जो ट्रेड सब आते हैं वो अलग है. लाइक विच वो वहाँ पे सी व्हाट वी आर सीइंग राइट नाउ. द ट्रेड दैट वी हैव टेकन ट्रेड नंबर 2. ठीक है, उसकी पहले ट्रेड नंबर 1 था. ट्रेड नंबर 1 वुड हैव बीन ओवर. ओके, इस पे सो ये जो आप देख रहे हो ना, यू विल बी ओके. You're seeing, and the trades that come on the dashboard are different. Some of them are multi-day trades, some of them are overnight trades, some of them are intraday trade. So all of those trades that come there are different, and the trades that we saw right now is different, and the timing also is different, right? All the time also when it comes is going to be different. Okay guys, there seems to be a poll on the chat that our team has put, so y'all can engage with that poll. And the moment you have sort of hit that poll, please share this video with at least 2-3 people in your stock market list, and ask them also to come to this live session. It will be helpful for them. Okay. So I'm going to be giving you people a couple of minutes to sort of fill in the poll, and after filling in the poll, I'm also giving you guys some time to go and hit the subscribe button. Okay, so you all can please go ahead and do that. Right. Okay guys, and in the meantime, what we'll do is let us have a look at our intraday trades page. Since the morning, intraday trades page mein we have got 2 trades so far. One is Honeywell Automation and the second is Hero MotoCorp, and Hero MotoCorp trade has gone and hit our target as well, right? So I saw that many of you guys are also had written in the chat, book profit in Hero MotoCorp, book profit in Hero MotoCorp. That was our breakout one trade that came here, right? This year it came at so breakout one trade comes early, right? And we saw the entry was here, the target was here. So the first target seems to have been hit in Hero MotoCorp. All right, and this trade is still active. And so 2 trades have come so far since the morning. Vinayagam book profit in ICICI Bank. My God, Vinayagam is just too prolific. Superb. You know, like like you are too much. Please post your next trade right now itself. Okay, so that everyone can see. आपका हर ट्रेड जाके टारगेट लगता है. अंबाल वन एंड जुबिलियन फूड. जुबिल फूड में क्या है देखते हैं अभी. जुबिलियन फूड. Let's put Jubilant Food and let's hit go. And what do I see in Jubilant Food? I find Jubilant Food on buy mode. Yes, but it is above 522. 529 is what maybe we can see in this food. 529 is what we can see. 523. So let us go to Jubilant Food. Yes, here again a good point to entry. It's consolidating now. It is showing us 2 good green candles, and I can look for my target here at 529 in this. All right, let us go back to Nifty. Any action? No, still only now time pass happening on the Nifty, and in the bank Nifty also is the same, only TP going on here. Right, after the move we will end up seeing some sort of consolidation happen here. TVS Motor, this is our trade in TVS Motor. It seems to be running away. Yeah, and our another trade that we had was on Maruti. Yeah, let me go to my trade on Maruti. Maruti is still the trade is active, still the trade is in the money, it is in the green zone like we can see. Okay, what is the other stock that we saw was Coromandel, right? We were waiting for the trade to work in Coromandel. We did not run into the and let us see what happened here. I can see here we have sort of got our confirmation on the trade in Coromandel as well, right? This is another confirmation that we've got. It has closed above and it is showing 2 successive green candles now. So Coromandel seems like it is out of the woods for sure. And again, yes, Ampal One and Jubilant Food we discussed already. So it is, let us go back. Jubilant Food. Yes, we can look here. It is already above it. It has cut its previous day high as well. It has gone above R3 as well, right? And we can wait for we can wait for the resolution of this particular 5-minute candle, and you can take a call on Jubilant Food. Okay, so that is great. And with that, I think I have reached. So Jubilant Food was the last chart that I had analyzed, and with that, I have reached the end of today's session. I would like to thank all of you guys for tuning in. and you gave me a lot of stocks to analyze. I analyzed a lot of stocks and I gave you. I hope that was useful for all of you, like whatever analysis we did today. And I would request you all to continue on that front and keep doing it and keep looking out for more stocks. Okay. Now with that, we have reached the end of today's session. I would like to thank all of you for tuning in, and I will see you again in the next session tomorrow. Till then, goodbye. Have a great day of trading.